Okay, y'all, so I'm doing a story time on when my cousin almost got us killed. Okay, so it's one night we was out riding on the weekend. We was chilling, riding. Um, it was this guy she was talking to. I guess they got into it and he won't answer her phone calls. So she was like, come on, cuz, we finna go ride by one of his spots. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, sometimes I be with shit. But we rolled out there. He wasn't there. So somehow we just end up staying. And she was like, I was like, come on, because he ain't out here. She was like, yeah, I know that. So basically, she just wanted to sit out there around his homeboy so they can go back and be like, hey, man, your little shot was out here, whoop, whoop, you know, whatever. So as we sitting out there, I end up getting my car because, you know, I don't like to be around a whole bunch of young niggas because they they do a little too much, you know what I'm saying, and they aggravate. So I sit in my car, listen to R&B, like I got this motherfucker like on the max. So somebody came to my car and was like, hey, Shawty, you and your feelings, ain't it? And I'm like, no, you know, it's just the type of music I like to listen to. So time go by, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, come on, it's time to go now, or whatever. And she was like, yeah, we finna go. So I was like, all right, I get back in my car. She get out her car, come back to my car, and I'm like, why you keep leaving these niggas in your car? You feel me? Like, you got to push stars. They can just drive off in your shit. You feel me? So she was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go back to my car. She went back to her car, and she ended up coming back again. And when she came back that last time, somebody jumped in her driver's seat and drove off in her car. And she was like, okay, come on, cousin. She was like, hell no. Come on, go behind them. They drove off in my car. So she get in my car. We drive behind them. And all they did was just go in a big circle. You feel me? I guess they just wanted to. That's why I said that's why I want to like be around a bunch of young niggas because they do dumb shit. So we get back around us to the spot we was at. She got out my car. She go to her car. I saw who got out her driver's seat. But the dude that she was coming at, you know, he wasn't the one that did it. But everybody was drinking and, you know what I'm saying? So the dude, he's telling her, like, hey, Shawty, I'm not the one that, you know what I'm saying, drove off in your car. So stop coming at me like that. So she was like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Y'all driving off my shit and whoop, whoop, this and that and the third. So she ended up flicking a cigarette over on his side and it hit him. So when she did that, part two, y'all. Okay, so at that point when she flicked the cigarette over there at him, you know, he just was like ready to get buck wild. You feel me? Because it's like, I just told you I ain't do it and you gonna flick a cigarette over here at me. So he come around the car, they get to arguing or whatever, and I get out my car like, hell no, this ain't finna go down. So I'm holding her back, another dude holding him back. So at that point, she talking mad shit. You feel me? Like, these some niggas, like, young niggas at that. Type of shit you talking, like, good, they about ready to shoot. You feel me? So, and I'm like, you ain't got your pistol no more. So you need to calm down, because we got this bitch nigga. We ain't got nothing. So another dude, he ended up pulling the pistol out. He started shooting in the air. So I look back and I'm like, okay, you know what? This shit going too far. So she steady talking, y'all. I'm trying to get her in the car. I slapped her and everything, trying to get her ass in the car. So the dude ended up letting the boy go. So at that point, it's just me by myself trying to hold them to a pole. And he ended up being able to slap her. So, you know, I pushed her back like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? You a whole nigga. You don't put your hand on a female. So at this point, two more other dudes pulled the pistol out and was like, hey, Shawty, telling her, give my help. They start shooting the air, running around the car. So I was like, you know what? Like, this right here, I ain't with it. So she get in the car. I was like, okay, cool. Get in my car. He kicked her door. She stopped her car and get back out the car. And I'm like, you know what? Is this shit gonna ever end? I get out the car. Same thing going again, trying to hold them to a part. But at that point, it's like the other dudes out there wanted to see them fight because they was letting him go because she talking mad shit. So at that point, a dude came out his house across the street. He started shooting. So, at that point, baby, it's time to go. So the dude was like, okay, you talking mad shit. I got a bitch out here right now that'll whoop your ass, and I'm like, that ain't finna happen. Cause you think you finna get some hoes jump on her, bitch, they gonna have to get it up. So, you know what I'm saying? At that point, eventually she ended up getting in her car, we get in my car. Dude got in the car with her, dude got in the car with me, and we drove the fuck out. Because, baby, we ain't got no business out here. Part 3, I hope. Okay, part 3. Okay, so the dude came out across the street, started shooting in there. So I'm really getting pissed off. So the dude was like, I got a bitch out here right now that'll whoop your ass. And you know what I'm saying? When he said that, and she was like, who? And it was a couple of girls out there. And she was asking girls, like, she was like, who? Is it you? Or whatever. And I was, I turned to him like, look, this is what we not finna do. Because if you think you finna have some females to jump on her, like, it's just gonna have to go down. Because that ain't finna happen. But the girls, they ain't say shit. So that was that. So eventually, she ended up getting in the car. One of the dudes that was trying to break it up got in the car with her. And one got in the car with me. And we drove off. Went to the gas station. So we get to the gas station. I get out the car. I'm trying to talk to her or whatever. And it's like, what the fuck was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was a little too much. We ain't had no business out there in the first place. So she was like, get away from my car, get mad at me. And I'm like, how the fuck you gonna get mad at me? Like, nigga, you out here trying to run behind one dude. You know what I'm saying? I almost got us shot. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Get back in my car. I'm sitting there, me and the other dude, we talking about it, chopping it up, smoking and whatever. So she ended up pulling off. We pulled back out there, supposedly to drop dudes off. But we was sitting in the car for a while. And as we sit in the car, the dude, me and him talking, he was real cool. But when it got to the point where he thought he was finna, lay with a motherfucker, like, nah, I'm finna draw a line on that. That ain't gonna happen. I guess he thought when he got me high, I was gonna be one of them females to just fall into that little trap, and it's like, nah, that ain't me. You feel me? So at this point, he trying to talk his way in, and I'm getting agitated. Like, you trying to peer pressure me. At that point, you peer pressure me, but you really pissing me off. And I'm trying not to be rude and put him out my car. So eventually, like, I end up just start looking at him like, get the fuck out of my car. So eventually he ended up getting out. He was like, you pull back down there, whatever, to my car, whatever. So I pulled back down there. And another dude, he was like, hey, Charlie, you dropped me off at home. And I was like, where you stay at? And he told me, woot woot. And I was like, all right, I got to go that way anyway. So come on. Y'all, but when I pulled back down there, my cousin had to. Okay, so at that point, I told dude, yeah, I'll take him home. So I'm taking old dude home. He get his ass in the car thinking he finna talk game. And, you know what I'm saying? Think I'm finna go in the house with him. And I'm like, nah, I'm all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. You was cute and all, but nah, I don't even know you. You lucky I'm giving your ass a ride. Because at this point, I'm ready to put your ass the fuck out of my car. You just gonna walk to where you going. But that was it. Took him home. Then I ain't talked to my cousin for a few days. But eventually she called me or whatever. And was like, yeah, you right. And woo-woo. And he's like, yeah, because you almost got us killed, baby. Don't do that no more.